Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. Excuse me. My name is Jason Joseph. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic afternoon. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you will know when we do go live. The Phillies are taking on the Atlanta Braves today to wrap up a 3-game set, and let's just dive on into it. Let's just do it. They got to get a win today against the Atlanta Braves to try to take 2 out of 3 and win the series, and we'll see if they can do that. It's 88 degrees out in Atlanta. And humidity is at 56%. It's very sunny outside. Spencer Strider's going to pitch for the Atlanta Braves, and Trey Turner is going to bat for Philadelphia. So Strider, who's on the hill for Atlanta, pitched pretty well in his last outing against the Mets. 8 starts this year, a 3-5 record of 4.07 earned run average, 53 strikeouts as well, 17 walks allowed this year. He's been doing all right. He's definitely been doing okay. The last outing he pitched, he went 5 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs. He struck out 8 batters. He seems to be getting back into his groove. The outing before that, he went 6 innings and struck out 8 batters and just gave up 1 earned run against the Mets and allowed 5 hits as well. He's won his last 3 games, and the last time he lost was on June 8th. So the Phillies lineup today, we'll get to that right now, as Trey Turner will be batting in the leadoff spot for Philadelphia. It'll be Turner, who's up to bat, then Schwarber, Bohm, Castellanos, Kepler, JT, Stott, Kemp, and Marsh. And the first pitch is taken outside for ball 1. We are underway. 1 ball, no strikes. Strider comes set and fires. This one's going to be chopped over towards the left side. Shortstop has it, throws it over to first. And it's in time. Nice play by Nick Allen, who's over at short. The other middle infielder is Ozzie Albies. He's at second base. Corner infielders, Austin Riley at third. And then Matt Olson at first. And then the outfield, Stuart Fairchild in left. In center field, it'll be Eli White. And then it's Ronald Acuna Jr. out in right field. So no Michael Harris again today. Pitch to Schwarber. This one's lined back up the middle for a base hit. And Schwarber will single over to Eli White. And he gets on. He's over at first base. Final score predictions. Let us know what you guys think about that today. What are your final score predictions? I'm going to go 5-2 is my final score prediction that I'm going to go with today. And my standout player, I'm going to say it's going to be Kyle Schwarber. I think he'll be my standout guy today. Here's Alec Bohm. The first pitch he takes is way above the zone for ball 1. So Turner grounded out to short. Schwarber singled up the middle. And Alec Bohm is ahead in the count 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Bohm. Swing and a miss on a slider at 85 miles per hour. Going to see a lot of those today from Spencer. Still has his mustache. White and red jerseys for the Atlanta Braves, outlined in purple. It says Braves text in red, cursive. 1-1 pitch. It's taken in there for strike 2. Umpires for today. Willie Traynor is the home plate ump. At first base, it's Chris Conroy. Second base ump is Brendan Miller. Jeremy Rehack is at third. Toss back to first. Schwarber safe. Phillies only put up 1 run yesterday. They put up 13 the night before that. And the guy that's up at the plate is the one who drove in the lone run. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 2 away in the top of the first as Strider gets a strikeout. And with the slider, it was just tailing low. And up next is Nick Castellanos. Ranger Suarez will be on the hill today for Philadelphia. Phillies playing out at Truist Park in Atlanta, home of the Braves. The pitch. This one is tapped foul towards the left side past Dusty Wathan, third base coach for the Philadelphia Phillies. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing today? Mr. Dasher, thank you so much for the $10 super chat.
JJ. Just stopped by to hit the like button.
The toss back first, not in time.
Keep up the great work.
Appreciate you, man. Really. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That was really, really nice. That was so nice. 0-1 pitch. It's in the dirt and outside for a ball. Mr. Dasher, thank you. One ball, one strike. They're playing Castellanos to pull. 279 average for Nick. The 1-1 is sliced foul and out of play. Phillies are 22-21 on the road. They have a 48-35 record. And honestly, they actually have one of the better road records in all of baseball. The most wins on the road comes from Detroit. They're 23-18. That's in the American League. 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded back over towards short. And it's backhanded by Albies. The throw to first, and Castellanos beats it out. Wow. It's a sort of a slow bouncer. Ozzie Albies cut off Nick Allen. That's what ended up happening. The screen froze, so I couldn't see it for a second. But Nick Castellanos hustled, and Ozzie Albies cut off Nick Allen, and he just was able to beat it on out. It was also a good extension, too, by Matt Olson. He sort of had to lunge forward and get into a wide stride, if you will. So it's an infield single for Nick. That's going to put runners on at first and second base with 2 outs. Strider will get set at the letters. See if the Phillies can cook something here. And the pitch is taken down for a ball. The most wins on the road, though, going back to that discussion, the Cubs have the most. They're 24-19. 1 ball, no strikes. To Max Kepler. And the pitch is low. They try to see if he went around. And Rehack says no at third base. Phillies are 4-4 against Atlanta this year. They would play one more series to end out August. 2-0 pitch. Sliced back towards the screen. Braves will have Acuna, Olson, and Ozuna due up in the bottom of their first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schwarber's at second. Castellanos is over at first. The 2-1 to Kepler, swing and a miss. He got a slider that was just out of the zone. Turner grounded out to short. Schwarber singled up the middle. Bohm struck out swing. And Nick Castellanos got on with an infield single. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the 209 hitter, and that's Max Kepler. Strider looks back at second, now back to home plate. And the 2-2 is down and in for ball 3. How's chat doing today? Three balls, 2 strikes. It's okay. Rise around doesn't have to send an email. 3-2 pitch. That's fouled back. I didn't emphasize that last night because I didn't see him. But if you're a content creator and you're a mod on here, you don't have to email me. 6 pitches in this at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Max Kepler. There's 2 away. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-2 is down for ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded for Philadelphia. So he gets on with a walk. JT is, as he's going to come on up to the plate. Strider's going to have a talk with his catcher, Sean Murphy. JJ, what's your opinion on Kepler and his recent complaints about playing time? Honestly, man, my personal opinion is that if you're not playing well, you shouldn't be getting a lot of playing time. You got to prove it. You gotta make a statement. Here's the pitch to JT. It's outside for ball 1. There's a fastball at 96. Strider struggling with his command. This season against the Braves, JT is hitting .280. Also has 5 walks, 3 RBI. 1-0 pitch. It's down for ball 2. It was a slider. Last time that JT homered, you have to go all the way back to May 21st. That was at Colorado. 2-0 pitch. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Allen has it, throws it over to second, and the inning is over, so the Phillies do leave the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the first. No score out in Atlanta, and Acuna will lead things off when they return. Okay. And so the lineup for the Atlanta Braves, will do that right now. Batting in the leadoff spot will be Ronald Acuna Jr. Then it'll be Matt Olson. He's playing over at first base. Marcell Ozuna's DHing today. He'll be batting third. Austin Riley is hitting fourth, playing over at third base. Ozzie Albies is the second baseman, and he ended up going 1 for 4 in last night's game. And Sean Murphy, who hit that grand slam, is going to be batting sixth. He's catching behind the plate today. Eli White's in center field. He'll be batting seventh. Stuart Fairchild out in left field, hitting eighth. And Nick Allen will round things up over at short, and he'll be batting in the 9 hole. So just to recap, it's Acuna, Olson, Ozuna, Riley, Albies, Murphy, White, Fairchild, and Allen. And on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies, it'll be Ranger Suarez, the 29-year-old from Carora, Venezuela. Left-handed pitcher, 6 feet 1 inch tall, 217 pounds. He has a 2.08 ERA. He has been absolutely magnificent in the month of June. A 1.30 ERA in 34 innings of work. And only 5 earned runs, 6 total runs on 25 hits, which is also really impressive. 28 strikeouts, 6 walks allowed. A guy who tends to get a lot of ground ball outs and is just a machine. He has a motor to him. He's a great defensive player and is also just a really good pitcher. The only thing that really came back to, say, the only little hiccup he had was just the solo homer that was hit in the bottom of the 8th by Hummel in the last game. That was against the Houston Astros. Cooper Hummel homered in the bottom of the 8th, and that was the lone run of the ball game. Here's the pitch to Acuna, and Acuna takes strike 1 on the inside corner. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 pitch is a slider that's in there for strike 2. If you are a mod, and if you're not a content creator, please make sure that you email me your Discord your Discord username at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. 0-2. That's taken low and outside for a ball. Acuna hitting .365. 1-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Ronald, a lifetime against Ranger Suarez, 4 for 21. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's the 4th time that he's struck out against Ranger. And there's one away in the bottom of the 1st. There we go. Oops. Gotta turn that up a little bit. Good pitch thrown by Ranger. I really liked that sequence there. He went 4-seamer, slider, changeup, sinker, and then slider again. Here's the pitch to Matt Olson. He fouls it off of... Looks like it was his foot. No ball's 1 strike.
Swinging 2-0 bases loaded against a guy you are 3 for 24 against indicates a low IQ. Real Muto is a waste of $23 million. Against that wimp.
Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for that. Ranger this year is a 2.08 ERA. 16 walks allowed. See some sinkers, curveballs, cutters, 4-seamers. And then sprinkle in a couple of curveballs and some sliders, and that's Ranger Suarez for you. Batters are just hitting .194 against that changeup. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one's grounded over to third. Baum has it. The throw over to first is not in time. As Matt Olson gets on with an infield single. That's with 1 out. In the show replay, this was actually it was actually popped up, but it wasn't popped up high. It was hit in the air, and Al Baum was playing back. Had to run on in, bare hand catch it, and throw it over to first. It didn't show that in real time. But that's what really ended up happening. Nonetheless, though, an infield single. Here's Marcell Ozuna, and he takes ball 1. He's having a down year, Ozuna, in regards to his batting average. At .251, 11 home runs. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. On the defensive side of the diamond for Philadelphia, it'll be this. It'll be JT Ketchik, Ranger on the mound. As the 1-1 to Ozuna is slapped foul. In the infield, it's Otto Kemp at first. Second baseman's Bryson Stott. Shortstop is Trey Turner. Now Baum's over at third. Then you got Nick Castellanos out in right field. Center fielder's Brandon Marsh. And the left fielder's Max Kepler. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Ranger, by the way, since May 10th, has the lowest ERA with a 1.17. Right behind him is Paul Skeens. It's been really terrific. 2-2. This one is going to be fouled off towards the right side, and out of play it goes. We are 20 subscribers away from getting to 6,200. So if you have not hit the thumbs up button or subscribed to the channel, you guys should definitely do that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 1st. And the pitch, chopped foul. Phillies are in their visiting uniforms. It's the gray jerseys with the red Phillies text. Two balls, 2 strikes to Marcell Ozuna. And the next pitch is a changeup, and it's just fouled off again by Ozuna. Phillies money line today. It's at plus 135. For the Braves, it's at minus 190. So the Phillies are technically underdogs. The 2-2 pitch. It's inside for ball 3. So the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Marcell Ozuna. And the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. And that's the second strikeout of the afternoon for Ranger Suarez. That's better. Olson still remains over at first base. But Ozuna strikes out, and Austin Riley's coming up. Riley's 28 years old. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. He's playing over at third base today for the Braves. And he takes a curveball on the outside edge for strike 1. He's 8 for 23 against Suarez. And he pops this one up over towards left center field, shallow left center field. Turner backs up on the outfield grass, waits for it, and makes the catch. And we're going to the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we'll be back in just a few moments. No score out at Truist Park. All right, we're going to the top of the second. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Strider in the first inning, 21 pitches, 12 strikes. Did strike out a batter, and that was Alec Bohm. Apparently, according to FanDuel, Ranger Suarez to get 7+ strikeouts today. That's at plus 265. And Strider kicks, delivers, and throws a pitch at the knees to Bryson Stott that he takes for strike 1. Stott's average is at 244 in 75 games for Philadelphia. The 0-1 slaps a foul. Just has 5 hits during this road stand. Phillies will be back home tomorrow. They'll be taking on the San Diego Padres for a 3-game set. The 0-2. This one is lined foul towards the left side. And then they'll have an off day Thursday. Then they play all afternoon games this weekend for the 4th of July. That'll be here in Philadelphia. They will play the Reds. 0-2 pitch. This one is grounded over towards Olson. He backhands it. Has to throw it over to first as Strider covers the bag. It's in time. Matt Olson made a really good play over there. I mean, there was no chance that he could even run back to the bag. He just had to throw it on over to Strider. And they caught it with the mitt. And 3-1 on the putout there. And now Otto Kemp is coming on up. So one away in the top of the second. And the pitch to Otto fouls it off. He had a 3-run homer in the first game of this series. That was his first homer of his major league career. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 0-1. That's wide for a ball. Kemp has gotten a hit in 5 of his last 7 games. Just 2 extra base hits, though. One was a double against the Mets. And the other one, of course, was the homer on Friday night. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's down for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is a slider that's in there for strike 2. His home road splits. He has 12 hits at home, 4 on the road. 6 RBI at home, 3 on the road. Strider takes his time, gets set, and fires the 2-2. It's outside for ball 3. Cardinals have a 5-0 lead out at Progressive Field. That game's in the bottom of the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the 3-2 pitch. This one's grounded over to third. It's played on the bounce by Riley, who charges inside or towards home plate, throws it over to first, and there's out number 2. Logan Allen pitched today for the Guardians, and Matthew Liberatore was on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. Here comes Brandon Marsh. He had a pair of hits last night, and he takes a pitch that's on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. He's 5 for 15 against Spencer Strider with 2 homers and 4 RBI. The ball's 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was on a curveball that was at the knees for strike 2. In that game, though, with the Cardinals and the Guardians, as the 0-2 pitch to Marsh is going to bounce in the dirt for a ball and skips away from the catcher, Murphy. It's 1-2. Gabriel Arias was carted off the field. He had a left ankle sprain in the 3rd inning of the afternoon game. He went deep into the hole to field a ground ball by Mason Wynn with 1 out, but caught his left spike on the grass and just awkwardly rolled his ankle. As the 1-2 is inside for ball 2, that's in the Cardinals game. X-rays were negative, and there was no word on the severity of the sprain, according to ESPN. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marsh, and the pitch is fouled away. Yeah, some beautiful sunshine on the left side, the left center field side, and then a little bit of some, not like unfriendly clouds, but more so darker clouds on the right field side. 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. And what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Brandon Marsh. Phillies had bases loaded in the top of the first and could not get home a run. There's 2 out here in the top of the second. The count is full to Brandon Marsh. And the 3-2 pitch from Strider. This one's lined out towards center field. On the run is White, and he makes the catch right on the warning track and slams on into the wall. And so Brandon Marsh took it for a ride, but Eli White made a nice catch, and we're going to the bottom of the second out in Atlanta. Okay. All right. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Let us know down below. Also, what are your final score predictions? And let us know who your players are, your standout players are for this afternoon's game. Mine is Kyle Schwarber. I think that Kyle Schwarber's going to have a big day today. For some reason. I just do. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you guys will know when we do go live. The random question. Okay. Has anybody seen Squid Games? Glad to have survived this 104-degree weather. Just to realize the Phillies and the Mets are both getting smacked recently. What's up, BX? I'm going to call you BX. What's up, BX? Georgia fans here? What's going on? That's weird that my handle was showing. Yeah, that's what YouTube is doing now, according to PJ. He told us that last night. Here from Minnesota. Nice. What else? Yeah, has anybody seen Squid Games? Five to 4, says Angel. Yeah, apparently they also have like this new point system that's been implemented. So if you guys like Super Chat and whatever, they have these extra points, and other content creators have gotten those, but we haven't, which is interesting. The pitch is taken for a ball. Yeah, it's just a YouTube thing. There's nothing that we can do about it. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch is taken outside for ball 2 to Ozzy Albies. 2 balls, no strikes. Ranger kicks and delivers. This one's grounded over to third. Bone picks it up, throws it over to first, in time for out number 1. You guys listen to a channel called Classic Baseball on the Radio? It's a YouTube channel, and it's sort of like a time machine. It has a lot of different types of games on there, and you can listen to like a game from the 1970s, a game from the 1950s, and they have different types of baseball casts on there, which I think is really, really cool. Here's Sean Murphy, and he lifts this one out over to deep center field, and for the second day in a row, Sean Murphy leaves the yard. That thing was scorched out to dead center. It went 451 feet, and the Braves lead at 1-0 already. His bat is starting to really heat up. One nothing Atlanta. Oh, gave him a sinker right down Broadway. And went onto the upper grass out in center field. The pitch is taken inside for a ball. That thing was killed. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. That swung on and missed. They're from Minnesota as usual. So nobody watches Squid Games. Nobody. 1-1. Fouled away. We have 156 people on here, and nobody has seen Squid Games. I find that hard to believe. One ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. This one's fouled off. What's up, Gideon? It's 1-2 one away in the bottom of the second. 1-2 pitch to White. It's inside for ball 2. Yeah, we're not scoring a run. Love the optimism. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. It's grounded back over to Ranger. The pitch was outside. It was a curveball. And Ranger fields it on a bounce and looks over to first, throws it over to first, and there's 2 away. Jack says, I watched season 1. Well, the 3rd season just came out. I'm not going to spoil anything. The pitch. Swing and a miss. I just finished, or almost finished, the series today. Stuart Fairchild's up. He's 3 for 6 against Suarez. Or 3 for 6 in the series, I should say. The ball's 1 strike. The pitch, it's a changeup. It's taken down for a ball. Two outs, bottom of the second. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So I guess nobody has seen the new season yet. 1-2. That's taken down for ball 2. Rangers' fastball is topped 89 today. 2 strikes. And the next pitch, chopped foul. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Here's the pitch. It's down and in for ball 3. Fairchild's a right-handed batter. 3-2. This one's grounded over to third. It's picked up by Baum as he backhands it, and he throws it over to first. And the inning is over. The Braves do get a home run from Sean Murphy. It was a solo shot. They go up 1-0 as we go to the 3rd inning. All right, be right back. One nothing Atlanta. In case you are just tuning on in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. The Braves lead at 1-0 thanks to a solo homer by Sean Murphy that went 451 feet out over to dead center field. Harper is going to return tomorrow. That's what was said earlier on Twitter. He said Rob did say that Bryce is a little stiff today, and that's normal just because he took so many swings. But hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. That's what the plan is. Top of the third, the pitch. It's a curveball that's in there for strike one. The ball is one strike. And the pitch, it's inside for a ball. JJ T-Mac says he believes Ranger Suarez may be injured. Ranger has not thrown a pitch harder than 85. Well, he reached 89 with the fastball. He's working very slow. Yeah, I've noticed that the velocity is a little bit down today. The pitch, this one's grounded over to first base on a hop. And Olson tosses it back underhand to flip over to Strider, who has to cover the bag, and he wins the relay. And there's one away. What is going on? Who just messaged me? Is that Shantae? Shantae, is that you? Now Kyle Schwarber's up. Haven't watched season 3 yet. It was good. It was really good. I might watch it again. Pitch to Schwarber. This one's grounded towards the right side. Albies has it, throws it over to first. And Schwarber is retired. Oh, boy. We got 154 people on here tuning on in. I'm sure that 154 of you have not hit the thumbs up button, and I would really appreciate that. 2 outs, top of the third. 1-0 Braves. The pitch is inside for a ball to Alec Bohm. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, 10-96. It's taken on the upper third of the zone for strike one. The 1-1. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Allen picks it on up, throws it over to first, and Bohm is out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Strider as we go to the bottom of the third. All right. I'm going to play a game of Would You Rather. Ready for this? Okay. This will be interesting. All right. I'm curious, and I want to learn more about you guys, as I always like to do. So, if you were invited to go to the park, if you were invited to go to the ballpark, are you going to the ballpark? Would you rather go to the ballpark, or would you rather stay home to watch the game? You're getting tickets. This might sound stupid, but I'm curious to see who's a homebody and who would like to go. Would you rather go to the ballpark, or would you rather stay at home and watch it on your TV? That's my would you rather first question that I would ask you. Who's going to the bank? Who's staying home and watching it on their TV? Me, honestly, usually I would love to go to the ballpark. But I'll be completely honest with you. I love watching it with you guys. I do. So I'd rather watch it with you guys. I would. Would you rather go to the ballpark, or would you rather watch it on TV? Jack says I go to the ballpark. Neil says, what type of weather we having? Well, that's also true too. Depends on the weather. If it's really, really hot outside, are you going to go? The pitch. It's taken for a strike. Ranger Suarez goes back out there on the mound. There's nothing like being there. I love the scenery. Don't get me wrong, I love going to the ballpark. 0-1. The pitch is taking up high for a ball. One ball, one strike, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-1 pitch is way outside for ball 2. It's a curveball. Seema Fox wants to go to the ballpark. Two one pitch. That's taken for a strike on the upper tier of the zone. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Allen. Snickers in his 10th season as the Braves manager, 773 wins, 626 losses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the windup from Ranger and the pitch, it's inside and low for ball 3. Okay, now if you're going to the ballpark, okay, you're only supposed to get one food. Okay. You getting a hot dog? Or are you getting cotton candy? Which one? Hot dog or cotton candy? If you were to go to the ballpark, which one would you choose? I would go with the hot dog. I'm not a cotton candy guy. I'm really not. I would go with the hot dog, but it has to be beef. 3-2. That's outside for ball 4. I'd rather watch that Hooters. Yeah, Xfinity Live is an experience going to watch a game there. So a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's how we start things off. Randy says I take the crab fries. Yeah, that wasn't a choice. I wanted to do hot dog or the cotton candy. The pitch. This one's popped up over towards shortstop. Turner's there, makes the grab, and there's one away. I used to like smelling the pipes and the cigars when I was a kid. Really? That's funny. I'm curious what Larry's answers would be. So one away in the bottom of the 3rd. Seema says she should go with the cotton candy. Wow. Okay. Here's Matt Olson. And the pitch is taken inside for a ball. Randy's going with the dog. The hot dog. Suarez comes set and fires. Throws a sinker at 90 miles per hour. And the count's 1-1. Now, if I were to say a hot dog or crab fries, what are we choosing? I mean, come on. You got to go with the crab fries, right? 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch fouled away. I feel like you got to go with the crab fries. Even if it's hot outside or if it's really, really cold, I feel like you got to go with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. A runner on at first. And the pitch. It's a changeup that swung on and missed. And Suarez records his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. 2 away. And Matt Olson's down on strikes. So, Ranger has struck out the first 3 batters. At least at some point today. He struck out Acuna in the 1st, Olson here in the 3rd, and Ozuna in the 1st. The pitch. That's taken on the inside or on the outside corner for a strike. For sure. And some brew. Dude, beer is so expensive over there, though. You can't deny it. Like, it is. I know everything is overpriced there, but beer is just so ridiculous at the ballpark. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is taken for strike 2. It's like you got to go with like a group of 5 people, and it's like, all right, 1 person's going to cover the beer, 1 person will cover the parking, 1 person covers the crab fries or like whatever it is. You like got to go in a group. you know? The ball's 2 strikes. And the pitch is taken outside. If you don't want to spend a fortune. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the first. And the 1-2 delivery, it's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike 3. And we're going to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Braves. No parking, subway, or nothing. You pound a case beforehand, says Randy. I mean, you can pregame. You can, but I'm just saying that, like, at the ballpark, it is expensive. I mean, now I guess the wave is to just buy food, too. I mean, somebody, I think, brought it up like 2 weeks ago, and they said that, you know, you can just bring in a hoagie or something from Wawa, and it should be fine. I told him next time I go to the ballpark, and if they pull me over for bringing on in food, I'm blaming him. But I trust him. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icon too. We're trying something a little bit different today. I don't know if you can notice, but my tone's a little bit more down. I'm doing more just, you know, it's a little bit, it's not mellow. It's, I don't know, more broadcaster-ish type of a thing, if that makes sense. A little bit more quiet. I'm like Assassin JJ. It sounds bad. But yeah, I don't know. They kept the Veteran Stadium jail in case you tried to smuggle food in. Did they? Veteran Stadium jail. Phillies hitters need to show some pride, says Jack. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Spencer Strider back out there on the hill, pitching the top of the 4th. And Nick Castellanos will lead things off, and the first pitch is grounded up, back up the middle, and Ozzie Albies is there, plays it, fields it, throws it over to first. It's in time. It hit the top of the hill. Had a little tongue twister there. I sort of had a little brain freeze. But it hit the top of the mound, and it sort of skipped on over to Ozzie Albies. And so 1 away on 1 pitch. 4 straight ground outs for the Philadelphia hitters. Relaxed, laid back. Yeah, I am. I'm a little bit more chill today. This is like summertime, JJ. 1 out in the top of the 4th, and the pitch to Kepler, and he flies this one out over to left field. It's not deep at all. Stuart Fairchild's there with the sunglasses on, and he makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Strider has not even reached 50 pitches. He's at 47. What's happening, JJ? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. I'm feeling swell today. How are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping on by. I think it was the Link that used to have the jails that they never used. They actually had jails there. Like, I'll have to look that up. People believe the hype. The pitch. And that's taken for a ball. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hardcore, I thought that when you said I just got an ad, I was thinking of AD being Anthony Davis. That was less PG than your channel, and I was thinking about Paul George for some reason. Just basketball was in my head. I just got an ad that was less PG than your channel. That's funny. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Realmuto. 2 away, top of the 4th, and the 1-1 pitch. And it was on the outside corner, but it's called a ball. In this series, JT has gone 3 for 9. 1-1, the 2-1 pitch. It's taken for ball 3. Paul, I'm done with him. The 3-1 pitch. It's grounded over to shortstop, and it's fielded by Nick Allen, and he throws it over to first. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Spencer Strider has just done his job so far. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies are down 1-0. Paul, I'm done with him. Yeah, I think we all are. All right, let's get back to this Would You Rather game. Okay, so now here's another question. Okay, it's a random night. Okay, it's a random day. And I understand that there's other circumstances to this too. But would you rather, this is just a general question, would you rather go to a concert or would you rather go to a ball game at the bank? A concert at the bank. Or no, sorry, not a concert at the bank. A concert or a ball game, because that wouldn't be able to occur. I know that you're probably going to say, well, it depends on the concert, depends on, what the weather is for the ball game, but just in general. Okay, are you more of a musicsman or are you a baseball person? Old man Ferguson says neither. You're not going to the ballpark? Big Mo says ball game any day. Randy says ball game. See, I would go to a concert. I would go to a concert. I would. Shoot, I even saw Billy Graham at the vet. Billy Graham? Hardcore says concert for me. Okay? Jack says concert. Okay? That's an interesting answer. I did not expect that from you, Jack. I actually thought that you would go to a ball game over a concert. Huh. Ranger Suarez is going to go back out there. He'll pitch the bottom of the 4th. Austin Riley is going to come on up to the plate. Wow, we have a lot of concerts. That's good. I like that. It's a good mix. Bottom of the 4th, Austin Riley's up, and he takes a changeup low. The count's 1-0. I got free tickets from a package of hot dogs to the Phillies at the vet, says Big Mo. The 1-0 pitch. That's inside and low for ball 2. How many concerts have you guys been to? Loaded question. I know. And who is your favorite person to see in concert or favorite band? While we're on the topic of music. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Riley. It's inside for ball 3. Ranger with 54 total pitches. Just the one mistake was the homer allowed to Sean Murphy. And Riley's going to rip this one back up the middle for a base hit. On the ground, as Marsh fields it, gets down on the knee, and throws it over to second base, and Austin Riley gets on with a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 4th. Since the advent of the uppercut, baseball is lackluster strikeouts and walks. I thought you were going to say since more people are uppercutting in baseball, that's why you're going to go to a concert. That's what I thought you were going to say. Saw most of what I wanted to see between the 80s and 2000. Pink Floyd was class. Okay. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Albies. He fouls it off. Glenn Campbell was Scott's favorite concert. 7 Elvis. Is 7 Elvis a singer? Or were you saying 7 concerts and your favorite was Elvis? And if it's Elvis, is it Elvis Presley? Is it Elvis Crespo? Is it... I assume that it's Elvis Presley. Elvis Crespo. I can't imagine that. No balls, 2 strikes. The Ozzy Albies. You saw the Who. It's a good one. No balls, 2 strikes. To Ozzy Albies. This one's going to be flat out to right field on the runs. Castellanos is there to make the catch. Elvis Costello. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. Elvis Costello. That's right. Here comes Sean Murphy. Cardinals now lead at 7-0 against the Guardians. They're in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. That's fouled off over towards the left side. Phillies are one of the least exciting teams to watch, and yet you still come back on here. The ball is 1 strike. Is that why you would rather go to a concert? 0-1. Swing and a miss. Randy says he went to 50 to 60 concerts. Wow. That's a lot. Oh, 2 pitch. It's fouled off the end of the bat. Van Halen with Sammy Hagar was good. Metallica, Rush a few times. Do you still go to concerts? The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's way outside for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon too. 1-2 to Murphy. It's popped up over towards the left side. Out in left field. Kepler jogs on in, waits for it, makes the catch. He didn't have his sunglasses on. But there's 2 away. Jack says second favorite was Ronnie McDowell. Oh no, Ronnie McDowell. How about most embarrassing concerts? As a teen, I went to see a group called Air Supply. Look them up. I've heard of them. I don't know why I've heard of Air Supply. Most embarrassing concerts. The pitch. This one's grounded over to third. It's picked up by Bohm. The throw to first in time. And we're going to the 5th inning. 1-0 Atlanta. Rangers been doing a good job. And Stott will lead things off. Is Kepler hitting under 200 yet? Says John Haversack. Oof. No, he's not hitting underneath the Mendoza line. Do you want me to wake you up when he does? I'm a little bit sassy today. I can't lie. I'm a little sassy today. A little witty. Maybe not witty. I don't know. I'm calm, relaxed, chilled. It's a Sunday afternoon, you know? Feel good. Music Fest Bethlehem. You gotta go sometime, JJ. Trying to think about how many concerts I've been to. I've actually been to more than I think I know. I saw Logic. That was cool. I've seen a good mix, honestly. I saw Pentatonics. I saw Spoon, The Killers. When I was really young, I saw The Counting Crows. Technically, that's a concert, yes. Who else have I seen? Saw The Killers. That was cool. I saw Joan Jett. That was awesome. And, yeah. That's all I can think of, like, right now. That's it. Strider will get set again at the letters in the pitch. I actually, you know what? I didn't say this as the pitch is taken for a called strike. I did see Callum Scott open up for the Pentatonics before Dancing on My Own became a big thing. So that was actually kind of cool. He opened up for the Pentatonics. 1 ball, 1 strike. I saw Wiz Khalifa too. I forget why I went to that. Or who I went with. 1-1, it's outside for ball 2. Beastie Boys were great. Ever hear of the Nectar or the Tubes? No. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch starts, swing and a miss. Got a slider there. Two balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Stott. 2-2 on the way. This one's grounded back up the middle for a base hit. It gets on by Nick Allen. It actually sort of skipped on the top of the mound. And Bryson Stott gets on with a single here in the top of the 5th. Last concert was Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'll have to look them up too. Pitched out of Kemp. This one's lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards the corner. Bryson Stott on his high horse, rounding third base. He'll come on in to score. And Otto Kemp is over at second base with an RBI double. And the Phillies tie it up at 1 apiece. He smoked that thing. Brandon Marsh to the plate. Marsh is on the show bunt, and he knocks it down over towards the left side. Kemp's going to go on over to third. The throw to first in time. The sacrifice is complete. A little bit of some small ball action for Philadelphia. And so Marsh able to move the runner on over. That was a good job. Good job by him there. And now Trey Turner's coming on up to the plate. And so the go-ahead run is over at third base. Turner's 0 for 2. Infield playing in. Grounded out twice. And the pitch to Turner. He flies this one out over towards right center field. And Kemp will tag on up. The catch is made. Kemp's going to run to the plate. He'll test the arm. It's cut off. 2-1 Philadelphia. An RBI sacrifice fly by Trey Turner. Nice. And Kyle Schwarber's coming on up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today, and he takes low for a ball. So the count is 1-0. Let's go, baby. Charge! 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And the 1-0 pitch, it's high for ball 2. Bohm is in the on-deck circle. Dembrew, email me your Discord username. I don't think you were on yesterday. I need you to email me your Discord username just to make sure I have you in this. I'm going to make a new mod chat on Discord. 2-0. That's taken down for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch, it's outside for ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. And Spencer Strider, well, looks like he's crumbling here in this inning. He's allowed 2 runs. And so things are starting to unfold for him with 2 outs. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We got 194 people tuning on in, and we have not gotten 1 subscriber yet. That has to change. We're 20 away from 6,200. 20. Oh, boy. Very nice. All in all, I've been to about 250 concerts. 250 concerts? That's a lot. Jeez. Tedeschi Trucks Band. Never heard of them either. The pitch. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 60 total walks for Kyle Schwarber. 1-0 pitch and the runner goes, and Schwarber's going to go on into second base without a throw. The pitch was high for ball 2, and so Schwarber's at second base. What a nice job by Kyle Schwarber. He just was able to get Spencer Strider, catch him off guard, really. I mean, Strider was not even looking. 2-0, and that is chopped foul. I guess he didn't really catch him off guard, but regardless, Strider was asleep at the wheel. That's the 8th stolen base of the season for Kyle Schwarber. Thank you so much to whoever subscribed. Thank you very, very much. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now Bohm is up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider that was low. Tonight, it will be Twins and Tigers. We will not have the game covered. There's something else I got to take care of tonight. But we'll be back on tomorrow night for Phillies and Padres. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, but the damage is done. Phillies do take the lead. They tied it up on an RBI double by Otto Kemp, and then took the lead on a sac fly by Trey Turner. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Now, okay, so now here's my question to you. I appreciate you guys for being on here. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. If you love baseball as much as I do, hit the thumbs up button. If you like the Phillies as much as I do, hit the thumbs up button. And if you like sports as much as I do, hit the thumbs up button. Ranger Suarez will go back out there for the bottom of the fifth, and the first pitch is taken inside for a ball. So now, for those of you that have been to a lot of concerts, have you seen the same band twice? Are you guys a believer in that? You know, if somebody's performing once and then you see them again, are you a believer in that? Because some people don't like to do that. They don't like to do that, even after years. If they saw them like back in like the 80s or something, like they don't want to go see them again, even if it's in the 2000s. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, it's taken on the outside corner. Fish is awesome. Yeah, I heard that they put on really good shows. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-1 Philadelphia. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. You saw Pink Floyd 4 times. Wow. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 1. You saw Grateful Dead 28 times. 28 times, Larry. I don't believe you. I don't think you're being serious. 28 times. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. The pitch. This one's grounded over towards short. Turner picks it up, throws it over to first. It's in time. Grateful Dead, too many times to remember. They must have been that good of a band. Rush 6 times, Yes 4 times, Floyd 3 times. Wow. That's wild. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. And the pitch, swing and a miss. See, for me, like, there's only a couple people I would probably see twice if I were asked to go see them again. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's to Ronald Acuna Jr. And the pitch. This one's flied out over towards left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Marsh cuts it off in front of Max Kepler. And so, there's a 2-out single here in the bottom of the fifth. JJ, do you know how concerts the average deadhead saw them? 28 is an extremely low total. That is insane. That's insane. They're so expensive. To see them 28 times, that's wild. But I guess watching this many amount of baseball games is also kind of wild. So, he's what you call a deadhead. Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes to Matt Olson. It's 1 for 2. 28 times. That's crazy. It's cool. That is really cool. 1 ball, 1 strike. Suarez with 75 pitches. Bottom of the fifth, 2 outs, a runner on at first, and that's Acuna. 1-1 pitch. It's inside for ball 2. JFK was a great place for concerts. Is that where Zeppelin performed, or had, is that where they were honored, and then Hart sang Stairway to Heaven? Is that where that was, or was that somewhere else? 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch. That's taken for strike 2. 2-2. That is fouled away. Give me sports in WWE, says Lou. Or was that the Robert Kennedy Center? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Toss back over to first. Not in time. Now I gotta know. I think that was actually the Kennedy Center where Led Zeppelin was honored like years and years ago. Yep, it was back in 2012. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And so we're going to the top of the 6th inning as Matt Olson strikes out. And he does it for the second time today. And so Phillies lead it 2-1 out in Atlanta. I like music, don't get me wrong, just not 28 times. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking of the Kennedy Center. Anybody ever been to the Kennedy Center? Anybody ever been to the Grammys? Rolling Stone, September 25th, 1981, at JFK, saw Pink Floyd Pigs tour at JFK. Wow. That's cool. We're going to the top of the 6th. Phillies lead it 2-1 against the Atlanta Braves. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We had tickets. We had Ticketmaster and mail order. My brother-in-law explained it to me, and I get the culture with Fish and the Grateful Dead, just not my vibe, and I do get down with, I can't tell the emoji, big time. I saw Bach live in 1694. You mean Bachman Turner Overdrive? No, I'm kidding. I think that was maybe less than 300 years before that's time. The pitch to Castellanos. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going to go over the head of Stuart Fairchild, and he plays it off of a bounce off the top of the wall. The throw to second base off the line, and Nick Castellanos slides in there safely. He's over at second base. There we go. Aha, marijuana. I see what you did there. Okay, now I understand. I was like, wait, like is that a Bamboo Brad or something like that? And now I realize, okay. I don't know why it made me think about Bamboo Brad. Bamboo Brad Miller, what a guy. Top of the 6th, and the pitch to Max Kepler. It's up high for a ball. Shout out to Brad Miller. I'll always remember that 3-homer game that you had. Max Kepler's up. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's taken inside for ball 2. Judas Priest. Cool. You got another thing coming. Bum. That song used to play in MLB 2K when MLB was a part of the 2K franchise. 2-0 pitch. That's taken down for ball 3. That and Iggy Pop's Lust for Life were like 2 of my favorite songs off of that soundtrack. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. And they had, I think another song was Black Sheep. They had, you could deal with this or you could deal with that. I forget what that song's called. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's grounded foul over towards the right side. I have the MLB 2K that Halliday's on the cover. Really? MLB 2K. Those were the days. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Max Kepler. And the payoff pitch, it's down for ball 4. And Kepler gets on with a walk. And that's going to put runners on at first and second base. Here we go. Get some more runs. JT's up. I already know what chat's gonna say, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Pitch to JT, swing and a miss. So the count is 0-1 to Realmuto. What's up, PJ? 16 more subs for us to get to 6,200. Hit the thumbs up button as well. Let's get to 200 likes. 0-1 pitch. This one's going to be grounded over to short. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, there is two. It did happen. Oh, gosh. All right, time to eat crow. And that's going to put the runner on over at third. I jinxed us. Chat. I got to eat crow tonight. I already know what Jack's going to say. Told you he stinks. Runner on over at third. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Bryson Stott's up. And the pitch is taken down for a ball. Any of you guys into pop? Pop music? 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch to Stotts. That's just a little bit outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the 2-0 pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Jack says that's on Topper. Denver says I listened to Sabrina Carpenter. I was just going to ask about if you listened to her. 2-1. That's fouled back. Aaron Bummer is warming up in the Braves bullpen. I was just going to ask if you guys listen to Sabrina Carpenter. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Bryson Stott strikes out. And so we are going to the bottom of the 6th. Oh, boy. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Okay, so for those of you that, like, listen to the telecast, like, I don't make fun of this or anything, but for those of you that listen to the telecast and have me on, like, how do you manage that? Like, I feel like, to me, that would give me so much anxiety. Like, I would have to turn down one and then listen to the other. You know, like, how do you listen to both at the same time? I feel like I would have to pause the game and like listen to another person's cast. Like, that's like what I usually do. Is like I'll pause sometimes and I'll just like listen on in to, I don't know, like BW call a game or whatever it is, and then I'll have the Orioles commentary and then I'll see like what they said on that exact play. But how do you guys do that? For those of you that are like not just audio syncers but just TV syncers. I can listen to like 3 live streams at once. That's so crazy. I could never do that. I could never do that. It's like having a conversation with someone while you are watching TV. It's not that serious. Says, yeah, but I mean, I guess like for me, like I want to listen to everything, and so I wanna have my undivided attention for just like one for just one person. You know, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm usually better with one-on-ones because I like having deeper convos. I don't know if that makes any sort of sense. I'm just wondering like how you guys do it. I'm not judging anybody. But yeah. Like I'll have background music on like when I'm doing work or something, just nonchalantly like in the background or whatever it is. But if I'm like trying to like listen to two people, it's hard for me. The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. Ozuna's 0 for 2 today. Ranger Suarez on the mound. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. That one's fouled back towards the screen. Ozuna's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. 1-1 pitch, swinging and a miss. So the count's now 1-2. Blue Jays lead at 5-2 against the Red Sox. They're in the bottom of the 5th out of Fenway Park. Ever been to Fenway Park? It's a beautiful stadium. The 1-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Appreciate you, John. 2-2 pitch. And there is a called strike 3 on the upper third of the zone, and there is out number 1. Thanks, Jack.
I listen to you, Phillies and Iron Pigs same time.
See, to me, like, that would be, like, so distracting. If I'm, like, listening, because, okay, you're technically speaking, like, how can you listen? Like, if I'm talking at the same time as Tom McCarthy's talking, are you just hearing me or are you listening? Like, that's, for me, like, it's hard for me to process. Like, I'd have to have, like, one muted, or one I would just be hearing, and then the other one I would be more, like, listening to. Or, like, I'd switch back and forth. You know what I mean? No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. This one is popped up in foul ground, and it goes out of play. It's hard for me to, like, listen to two people. But one thing that was, like, really hard for me as a broadcaster, too, is when you're on TV, you don't realize this, but there's a director that's talking in your ear as you're calling the game. So T-Mac has to deal with that because it's a director's medium. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So as he's talking and he's going over the plays, so it's like no balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. And then he can just go on, and then the director will be like, okay, we're going to be cutting over to this shot, within the next 2 segments, okay, Tom? And he has to listen as he's talking. That's like a skill that is really hard to master for me. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's taken down for a ball. One. This one's grounded over to short. Turner has it, throws it over to first. It's in time. And we are going to the top of the 7th inning. It's 2-1. 2-1 Phils. But yeah, it's cool because even if you watch Merrill Reese, when they have that Merrill Reese cam, you'll see that he's not just communicating with Mike Quick. There's spotters that are there. There are other people, one person has to give him the reads, and he has to be communicating with all of them. And you think to yourself as a listener, well, they're just having a conversation. It's the both of them. No, it's not how it goes. And so I know that some of you guys don't care, and that you guys are here for the sporting events itself, but that's like something to me that's always been really interesting about the broadcast that people just don't see, and it's really more so of like what's behind the curtain. And it's kind of cool, and it makes you respect them more because their jobs are not easy. You know, there's people for a television cast, the amount of work that goes on in, like there are a lot of positions. There's like over 100 people sometimes that'll just work on a broadcast on TV and just like 4 guys on the radio. It's crazy. But it's cool because they're both arts. JJ listens to gangster rap while calling the game. Don't tell them my secrets, John. They can't know. Alt is better. We are in your ear all game long, JJ. That's why you made this format. Yeah, but you're not like... I see like what you're saying. This is different. This is totally different. It would be crazier if I had a director in my ear while doing this. Like, that would be wild. Here's Otto Kemp. This one's flied out over to left. And Fairchild's under it, makes the catch. Like, they both present their different challenges. That's for sure. Like, doing a radio call is different than doing what we're doing on here. And this is different than TV. And TV is different than radio. They all have their own mediums. That's cool. I enjoy it. I love this. Tell you what, though. The pitch is taken for a strike. My favorite, if you were to ask me, like my favorite medium to do, as much as I love this, I love radio. I really am a radio guy. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch is up high for a ball. But I still love this. And I love the interaction with you guys on here. It's cool. It's different. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's fouled away. Top of the 7th, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. It's inside and low for a ball. Where did I work on the radio? Rowan Radio. Rowan Radio. I did a lot of stuff there. I did a ton of stuff with Rowan Radio. And then the Blue Rocks, the Blue Coats, through Rowan on the radio. We did a couple of really, really cool shows. Was down in Atlantic City. I was there for a little bit at 97.3 ESPN. I love radio. 2-2. This one's popped up over towards shortstop, and it'll be caught for out number 2. Video killed the radio star. Was that the first MTV music video? Is that correct? Trey Turner's up, and he takes low for a ball. Spencer Strider's on the hill. Phillies lead at 2-1. They scored both of their runs in the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch to Turner. It's fouled away. One to Turner. He fouls it off. One ball, two strikes. And the 1-2 pitch is taken down for ball two. Two pitch. It's low and away for ball three. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Trey Turner is down on strikes. All right. We are going to the bottom of the seventh. All right. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. I don't know how good you guys are at jersey numbers, but which Phillies player wore number 36? Anybody know? Hall of Famer. Which Phillies player wore number 36? Mike. Tom Jones. Colton says he doesn't like this question. Carlton. No. He wore number 36. Boa. Robin Roberts. Good job. Robin Roberts is correct. He wore number 36. Randy got it too. I'll give Randy that. If we did Trivia Jeopardy, I feel like our top two contestants have to be Larry and Jack. Correct? Oh, we're 10. Yep. And Halliday wore number 34. Those are about the only ones I know. In our 300-some games, I don't think we've ever done jersey numbers. Ranger is going out there to pitch the bottom of the seventh. Number 36 was also retired by the Phillies. I think that was Steve Carlton's number, right? Let me look it up. I think that was Steve Carlton's number. I am going to cheat, even though I just guessed. Now, Carlton was 32. Darn it. No, oh my gosh. Yes, he was retired by the Phillies. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, you really stumped me there. Had a brain freeze. Yes, those numbers were retired. Yes. I was going to guess Roberts, but only because you said it's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, well, it would have been a little bit more trickier if I didn't say that. And so I wanted to make it at least a little bit easier. It was. It was. I got stumped. Number 36 was also retired by the Phillies. Yes. That's why I asked the question. 32 is Carlton. Yeah. See, Jack says that this team is not fun to watch, but yet he's been watching them for so long that he knows everything. Bottom of the seventh. It's 2-1. The pitch. It's grounded over towards the right side. Kemp picks it up and tags the bag for out number 1. But I get it. I've only been watching, though, for 19 years. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. But JJ, do you know who wore number 36? Yes. Yes. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Eli White's up. 91 pitches for Ranger Suarez. White's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. The pitch. It's ball 1. Hey, I do not feel bad that Jack can't find a way to enjoy himself watching the Phillies. 1-0. That one's popped up over towards the left side. Turns there, makes the catch. Yeah, no, he has a couple of ways. That's true. That's true. As a longtime fan, I'm used to suffering. What did you do when we won in 08? Did you go to the parade or no? Or where were you? The pitch, swing and a miss. It's no balls, 1 strike. JJ wore diapers. I was 8 years old. I probably wouldn't have been wearing diapers then. I know I wasn't. So, that's probably a good thing. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's a curveball. It's taken down for a ball. This is Stuart Fairchild up. He's 0 for 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. This one's flied out over towards shallow right field. Castellanos is on the run, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies up 2-1. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Random videos asked, will it go over 7? Will it go under 7? We'll never know. Don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too. Mods, how we doing on the likes? We have 220 people watching, I see. But how are we doing on the likes? Do not spam the chats, my friend. I don't know if it's going to go over 7. Do not spam the chat. That's your first warning. We have 113 likes. Come on. We got to get the number up. Let's go. Come on. What are we doing? Chop, chop, chat. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button. 113 likes. Yeah, we have over 100 people that did not hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. Kyle Schwarber's going to lead it off here in the top of the 8th. And the pitch to Schwarber. He lines this one out to left field. It's going to drop in for a single in front of Stuart Fairchild. And Kyle Schwarber gets on once again. It's Lee who's out there to pitch in the top of the 8th inning, and Kyle Schwarber hits on with a base hit. He has a 1.72 ERA, 39 strikeouts, 9 walks allowed, 5 homers surrendered as well in 37 games. So Schwarber got on in the first. He now has 2 hits on the day. Bohm comes up, and he fouls off the first pitch. That's the 3rd time that Schwarber has gotten on. He walked also. We get more likes when it's a work day. And you know why that is? Because, let's think about it. People are at home on the weekends, and they're watching their TVs. The 0-1 pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going back over towards the track, towards the wall. And Fairchild can't make the catch. He tried to leap up, and it got on by him. Kyle Schwarber is going to go on over to third base. And Alec Bohm is at second with a double. And that puts 2 runners in scoring position. All right, 2 runners on. Nobody else. Good swing by Bohm. Castellanos is up. The pitch, swing and a miss. Did everyone hit the like button? That's the poll question. The ball is 1 strike to Nick Castellanos. 0-1 pitch. This one is fouled away. Phillies play the Padres tomorrow night. Start off a 3-game set. No balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. But yeah, we get more likes during a work day because people are away from their homes and they're not watching their TVs. 0-2. That's down for a ball. And they're like, well, I'm bored at work. What can I do? Go tune on into JJ. He's doing the Phillies game. Oh, well, I don't have the NBC Sports Philadelphia app, so there you go. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 1 away in the top of the 8th inning. And Nick Castellanos is down on strikes. Mets are getting blown out, are they really? Are the Mets really getting blown out? They are. Pitch to Kepler. This one's popped up over towards shallow left center field. Fairchild gets under it. He'll make the catch. There's out number 2. The throw is made over to home plate, and Schwarber stays put over at third. And that did not work out well at all. That would have been dumb for him to go. Two outs, top of the 8th inning. 2 runners in scoring position, and JT Realmuto is up. First base line is wide open. The pitch. It's low and inside for a ball. 14 more subs till we get to 6,200. Castellanos could use a groin injury. Come on, we can't just do that. Come on, man. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's one thing to say that he's not doing well, but you don't wish injury upon anybody. Come on. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch to JT. It's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to JT Realmuto, who's 0 for 3 today. 2-1 pitch to JT. This one is fouled away. Nice catch by that Phillies fan. There's a Phillies jersey, and on the back of it's number 42. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded over to short. And the throw to first in time. It was a little bit low. And so the Phillies get nothing to it. They had 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Nobody scores. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Allen, Acuna, and Olson are due up to bat for the Braves. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And turn on the bell icons. And that way you will know when we do go live. Leaving people stranded again. Yep. Oh, boy. All right, let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores. The Pirates lead at 8-1. Got the Braves down 2-1 against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Baltimore Orioles lead at 5-0. They're in the top of the 7th. They're shutting out the Rays. The Blue Jays lead at 5-3 out in Boston. That game's in the top of the 6th. The Rockies and Brewers are scoreless. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Mariners are so far getting shut out by the Texas Rangers. 1-0 Texas. Nationals play the Angels at 4:07 p.m. Eastern Time. You also have the Pirates blowing out the Mets 8-1. The Yankees are blowing out the A's 10-2. However, the A's do have bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 6th. The Padres, they come to town tomorrow. And, well, they're wrapping up their series against the Cincinnati Reds. It's 1-1 in the top of the 7th. San Diego has a runner on over at first with 1 out. Cubs and Astros are scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. The Dodgers and the Royals are playing each other. Royals lead at 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st. Giants and White Sox are tied 1-1. Later on today, you got Marlins and Diamondbacks at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time. You got Nationals and Angels at 4:07. And then the night game is the Twins versus the Tigers. We are not doing the Sunday night game tonight. I have something else that I have to take care of. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Phillies and Padres. Don't forget, after the game is done, we will have a post-game show where we'll be talking about this ball game. And we'll break everything on down. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We have 248 people tuning on in. 248 people in. If you are tuning on in, let me know who your favorite band is down below. Favorite band is blank. Not favorite artist. Favorite band. Not individual artists. Orion Kirkering is going to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead at 2-1. Kirkering 5-3, 2 for 6 in save opportunities. And Drake Baldwin is due up to bat. Baldwin hitting on the left side. Takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Ever bite your tongue as you're calling a game? It's not fun. That just happened to me right now. 167 average on the season. The pitch is up high for a ball. Yes. Sticks. Beautiful. 1-1 pitch. It's grounded foul towards the right side. Counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Kirkering gets set again at the belt. And he kicks, delivers. It's inside for ball 2. You guys remember when Orion was called up? How much hype he had? How actually refreshing it was to see a guy that could throw 99, 100 miles per hour. 2-2. That's taken on the outside corner at the knees for a called third strike. And 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. He like came up out of nowhere in the system and just rose to the top. Then he had a pretty good playoff run during that 2022 season. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. It's to Ronald Acuna Jr. 0-1 to Acuna. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Acuna is 1 for 3, singled in the 5th. He's batting .364. He has 9 homers and 18 RBI. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 on the way to Acuna. That's outside for a ball. It was a sweeper thrown by Orion. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Orion gets the signs, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kerkering. Have a seat, Acuna. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. It's Quan. What's up, Quan? Olson takes a sweeper downstairs. We have 273 people watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 200 likes. We're at 138. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, people. 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Counts now 2-0. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. It's taken at the knees. It was a sweeper. One pitch. Line drive, base hit. And, well, Ranger had to get out of the way. He had to duck. That thing was smoked. Back up the middle. Marsh played it on a hop. A couple of hops, I should say. And a 2-out single by Matt Olson. He's had a very good series against the Phillies. And Marcell Ozuna's coming back up. Braves, 1 run on 4 hits. Phillies, 2 runs on 7 hits. Phillies have struggled, though. They are 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Braves have left 4 men on base and haven't even had a runner in scoring position. Pitch to Ozuna. It's taken for strike 1. He has a hat trick of strikeouts. JJ and the Whalers. I mean Bob Marley. 0-1. That's up high and inside for a ball. Live at the bank. I wonder if Bob Marley performed at the bank. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's taken for strike 2. Buffalo soldier, dreaded like a rascal. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. So Ryan Kerkering strikes out the side. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Phillies lead it by 1. Whew. Good for Orion, man. He pitched really well in that inning. We'll take that. He got through it. What's up, Lely? Lely, 420. You know, Dylan Lely. He pitched in the last inning for the Atlanta Braves. But no, I like that. I like that name. It's cool. Lee to the 4th power. Lee quadrupled? Is that correct? The 2nd power is squared. The 3rd power is cubed. What's the 4th power? Was there a word for that? Kerkering's our best reliever by far. I have to agree with you on that. He's been really good. Let's get those bats moving. Yeah, 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position is not going to cut it. But just win the series. It's all that I care about. Suarez is our best starter, says Jack. I would still say that Zach Wheeler is our best, but I'm going by overall. As of recently, Ranger has been the best. Even though the other 3 are freaking great. It's really not by much. Old Man Ferguson says better leave him out there for the 9th. They're not going to do that. You got to get an insurance run here, though. Got to get an insurance run. There's no reason why the offense can't score. Hit that thumbs up button. Did we get to 150 yet? Did we get there? We're at 142. Come on, 58 more till we get to 200. Let's go. Raisel Iglesias is going to pitch. And Bryson Stott's coming up. The first pitch is taken for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike to Bryson Stott. 0-1 pitch. It's outside. There's Luke Williams. He is a defensive replacement. He's now over at shortstop. The 1-1 pitch to Stotts. This one's bunted foul over towards the third base side. 143 likes. One ball, 2 strikes to Stotts. The pitch. This one's popped up towards left field. Fairchild's there. Waits for it. And makes the grab for the first out. One more inning. Matt Strom is going to pitch the bottom of the 9th. He's warming up. Here comes Otto Kemp. The pitch that is taken is on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled away. Raisel Iglesias did pitch yesterday. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit. Didn't give up a walk, but he struck out 2 batters. This month he has a 4.32 ERA. Better than last month. It was a 6.1. Hasn't really had a good year. 0-2 pitch. That's inside for a ball. In his career, though, he does have a total of 233 saves. He's been in the league since 2015. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He went around. They don't even have to appeal. The pitch was inside, and Otto Kemp showed swing there. There's 2 away. I forgot, Iglesias, I think, came after Chapman. Because the Chapman era it started in, 2010 for the Reds? The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. That's to Brandon Marsh. Marsh is 0 for 2. He had a sac bunt, though, in that 5th inning. The pitch. Foul back. You know, the Tampa Bay Rays are now half a game behind the Yankees in the AL East. Half a game. Pfft. It's wild. 1-1 pitch. This one's flied out over towards left field. It's carrying over towards the warning track. But Fairchild gets there and makes the grab. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, and Sean Murphy are coming up. Now, what's funny to me is that Rob is okay with putting in Strom in this situation, even though there's a lot of righties coming on up. I just find that interesting because usually his analytics say no. Just find that weird. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. Phillies could certainly use a series win. And back to the whole Chapman thing, because I'm just curious about it. He was actually still with the team when Razel Iglesias was there with Cincinnati. I didn't realize that. So they were teammates at one point. Hit the thumbs up button, folks. After the game is done, we will have a post-game show. You can call on in 610-314-0844. After our opening monologue is done, you can call in into the show. Or if you want, you can also leave a voicemail message at any time or text the phone line as well. We'll read your text messages and play your voice messages after the game, just to hear your thoughts. All right? So stay tuned for that. We have a post-game show that we do after every single game, and we hope to see you guys on there for, hopefully, a win. Now let's get back over to business as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning, and the Phillies will send out Matt Strahm to close the deal. Strahm this year, 4 for 8 in save opportunities. He has a 3.9 ERA, 37 strikeouts, and 32 innings of work. 4 homers allowed this year. And opponents are hitting .254 against them. Okay, we got 269 people watching us. Did we get to 150? We got to get to 200 likes. Let's go. Continue to hit that thumbs up button. Austin Riley is up. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a slider that was inside. And he swung at it anyways. Hit that thumbs up button, people. No balls. 1 strike. Strahm kicks, delivers. And it's outside for a ball. Austin Riley today 1 for 3. He's singled in the 4th. 1-1 pitch to Riley. This one is popped up over towards right center field. Marsh calls off Castellanos. He says, I got it, and he does. 1 away. 2 more outs to go. Braves top 4 hitters today, just 4 hits. That was not the case yesterday. Yesterday, the top 4 hitters had 7 hits, including 4 runs and an RBI. The pitch, this one's lined out to left field for a base hit by Ozzie Albies. And he gets aboard. He's over at first base, and so the tying run now is at first, with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And so Sean Murphy is up. He homered in the 2nd inning. Was also a hero in last night's game to blow the game wide open. He had a grand slam. That was the first grand slam that the Braves have had this year. Albies is at first. Got to watch out for him running. The first pitch, swing and a miss on a high slider. He's just 2 for 5, Sean Murphy, against Matt Strahm in his career. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Strahm stares back at first. Now back to the plate, back to first again. And he turns his head, back to home plate, and kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Wonder if Albies is going to go. 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's down for a ball. And Albies stays put at first. Up next for the Braves, Eli White. hitless in 3 at-bats. One ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch. This one's flied out over towards right center field. Marsh says he has it, and he does. I'll make the catch over on the track, and there's out number 2. All right. He got to it, and so Atlanta down to its final out. And it's all up to Eli White. All right. Let's go. White today 0 for 3. He has a pair of groundouts. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Strom, with the 9th pitch of the inning, throws it up high and is behind in the count 1-0. Strom gets set from the belt and delivers, and it's down again for ball 2. Keep continuing to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. This is play-by-play with JJ. 2 balls, no strikes. We got a post-game show after this, too, to talk about what just went on today. 2-0 pitch. It's inside again for ball 3. Not a strike thrown in this at-bat. White has just been patient. Strom looking to try to get back into the count here. The 3-0 pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner at the knees at 93. The fastball located perfectly. Keep hitting the like button. The 3-1 pitch. It's inside, but it's called a strike. And the count's now full. Oh, my goodness. Strom got a gift there. It's 3-2. And Atlanta down to its final strike. Albies at first. The payoff pitch. Here it is. It's taken down for ball 4. The ball gets on by JT. Still can't find it. And the runner, Albies, will go on over to third because of that. So that's going to put runners on at the corners. It's a walk and a wild pitch. And so a base hit, at the very least, will tie the knot. It took JT forever to find it, and it went right through the wickets. So that's going to put runners on at first and third. And timeout taken, as there will be a conference on the mound between all the players in the infield. While we are in this timeout, Scott, I will not be calling tonight's game. I don't think you heard that. I said I will not be calling tonight's game. I'm not doing it. So runners onto the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons. Let's get to 200 likes. We're at 171 last time I checked. Come on, let's go. Stuart Fairchild is coming up to the plate. The pitch, and it's low for a ball. We're at 175. Let's go. 25 more. 25 more likes. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. And there's strike 1 on the upper third of the inside corner. Slider just does not seem to be working for him today. 16 pitches in this inning and a traffic jam on the bases. 1-1 pitch. This one's flied out over towards right center field. Marsh says he has it. He goes back over towards the track, and he makes the catch. And the Phillies take 2 of 3 in Atlanta and hang on and win by a score of 2-1. It got dicey, but the Phillies able to get the job done, and they're back on top in the NL East. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. Nice. All right. Okay. We'll be back on just a little bit. We'll give you our thoughts on this game. Bottom line, okay, if you are tuning on in, if you are not staying on for the post-game show, that's fine. But you're more than welcome to call on into the show, 610-314-0844. We are going to take a step off, though, and then we'll do our opening monologue. You can call on in. You can join us live. You can also leave a voicemail message as well, or you can text on into the JJ hotline. A win is a win, okay? This was not a great day by the offense at all, but I don't care how it happened. They got the win, and ultimately, as much as this team infuriates us at times, that's what ultimately matters at the end of the day. And now you get to go back home. You play in front of your home crowd against the San Diego Padres, and that team has been struggling too. So if they could take another series at home, I'd say that's a plus for sure. But overall today, you had that one inning where you got 2 runs. They left a lot of meat on the bones. There were a lot of bad things that happened today, but it was an ugly win. That's the best way that I can describe it. It was an ugly win by the Philadelphia Phillies, but this starting pitching staff just continues to be awesome. Orion Kirkering, I want to give that man his flowers today because he was awesome in that 8th inning. And Strom did enough. Strom did enough in the 9th. It got dicey. And even that swing that Fairchild had, I sort of held my breath for a second, and I just said, please, just please, don't leave the yard. And it stayed on in. Marshall looked like he had it under control, and he did. So they got the win. That's all that ultimately matters at the end of the day. You're now 48-35, and so I will take that as a positive. That's very, very good. But yeah, we'll be back in just a little bit. Ranger Suarez got his 6th win of the season. Spencer Strider's now 3-5. And Strom got his 4th save. One word to describe that game, let me know down below. But yeah, those are pretty much all my thoughts. And again, we'll go more in depth when we do the post-game show in about 3 minutes or so. Please don't go anywhere and hit the thumbs up button on your way out. We'll be back in just a little bit. Good win by the Phils. A win is a win, baby. Be right back.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Welcome on into the Phillies postgame show with Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. First and foremost, we just saw the Dixon Way on here. Larry, shout out to you, man. Hopefully you guys had a good stream. That was a heck of a series, and appreciate you for coming on here and supporting us. If you guys have not done so already, please go check out the Dixon Way. He covers the Braves. He covers anything Atlanta, anything Georgia sports. That's really what he does. He does the Falcons. He does the Hawks. He does the Braves as well. Those are just the professional teams, but he does an awesome job. But in regards to this series, at the end of the day, it was an ugly win. It was not a fun game to the eye. But they got the win, and they got the series win. And that's what matters. I thought that Ranger Suarez, again, just pitched his butt off. And I think that now we have to start getting into this conversation of, is Ranger Suarez an all-star? Cool JX, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for the membership. That's really what it was. But I appreciate that. But yeah, that's like where I'll start. Is Ranger Suarez an all-star? I know that he came back late, but I think he might be. I think he might be. Okay, he came back. He made his appearance on May 4th. I think that you can make a case for Ranger Suarez to be an all-star. I don't know if he's going to be an all-star as a pitcher, but you can make a case. I mean, I don't see why you can't. I think that he's been really phenomenal, especially in this month of June. It's just incredible what he's been able to do. And I just really appreciate Ranger for being the competitor that he is. Think about this, okay? This guy starts off on the season on the IL. He misses some time. Phillies don't know what they're doing in regards to their bullpen. He's on he's on an expiring contract, and he's really working his way, and he's shining. Like he's putting up some really, really good outings here. And we all wanted him to go to the bullpen, and we probably still feel that way, some of us do. But he is showing you that he is the best starting pitcher in the month of June on this Phillies team. He just is. He just is. There's no way to go around it. He's been awesome. And he's my star for today. He's my MVP. And he just does it nonchalant. It looks so effortless. It really does. It looks so effortless every time he's out there on the mound. And he's just a warrior. He's a motor. He has just this sort of swag out there, and it's just awesome to watch. You know, you think about guys like Cliff Lee or just athletes that were out there that we've had in the past on the mound. You think about like some of the really good pitchers that we've had in our franchise, and I think that, you know, he sort of reminds me of somebody like that. He's just a guy that you want around for sure. So that's like my positive for today is that this starting pitching has been awesome. And I'm very impressed with what this starting pitching has done. Number 2, my other takeaway that's a positive is Orion Kerkering. My goodness. For him to come on into that 8th inning, to strike out the side the way that he did, his stuff looked good. This was actually, I thought, for the most part, I thought that was the best outing Orion had in a while. And I know that there was the streak going on of him not allowing a run since whenever it was, but you're playing the Pirates, you're playing the Rockies, you're facing the bottom order of the Mets lineup. This time he had to deal with some adversity, and it's a 1-run game. The stakes are higher, and I thought that he did really, really well. I thought that he was so strong out there in that 8th inning, and that was big. Like, good for Orion Kerkering to have that type of an inning. That was really impressive. At least to me it was. Strom got the job done in the 9th. Was not the prettiest. It got a little bit ugly. And JT, it got even more ugly because JT just couldn't find where the ball was after the walk was issued. I think it was to Sean Murphy. But, yeah, it was a little bit of a goofy 9th inning. But they did enough pitching-wise, and the bullpen was good for just 2 innings. You just needed 2 innings, and you got that today. Can you rely on that long-term with Matt Strom and Orion Kerkering? No. You're going to need more pieces, and we all know that. But Ranger put you in a position to win, and he was awesome. And I loved every second of it. And now let's get to the offense, because that I did not like every second of. The first inning, you had bases loaded with 2 outs, and you couldn't put up 1 run there. That was bad. That was not good. I just talked about the good. I have to acknowledge the good, but I have to acknowledge the bad as well. I just have to. I can't just ignore what they gave me on the offensive side. And again, my favorite stat, you guys know it. RISP, runners in scoring position. 0 for 7. 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. That is terrible. That's so bad. And you know what's funny? The Braves, during 8 2/3 of the game, in 8 2/3 of an inning of the game, didn't even have 1 runner in scoring position, and they still left 7 guys on base, and that's bad too. But man, it was bad. I didn't like that. I didn't like what happened in the first with the bases loaded. JT grounded out. JT had a terrible day today. He grounded into a big-time double play when the Phillies had runners on. I think it was at first and second in that 6th inning. That did not look good. Yeah, Castellanos doubled, and Kepler walked, and then JT grounded on into a double play in the 6th. In the 4th inning, or the 5th inning, okay, Stott singled. He had the Otto Kemp RBI double. Good for Otto Kemp. That was a good swing. And Otto Kemp is actually hitting the ball pretty well for the most part. I thought that he was one of the better hitters this weekend. Marsh had a sac bunt. Good for them to play small ball there. Kemp went over to third. And Turner hit it just deep enough for the Phillies to take the lead. That strikeout by Bohm, though, was bad. And you would have liked it if you would have came up with some more runs there. But he got 2 runs in that inning, and that was, I guess, enough. And it wasn't like they were going to blow, or that they were blowing this Atlanta team out. Just wasted opportunities. The inning that really frustrated me most was the 8th inning. How do you have runners on at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out, and yet you just can't get anybody home? Nick Castellanos, down in the count, 0-2, chases after 2 sliders, and then takes a changeup, okay, and then goes after a 4-seamer that was just a little bit high. That was bad. And then Kepler on the first pitch, the very first pitch, he gets a slider on the outside corner, and he flies it out to left field, and it's not deep enough. You got to play small ball there. You got to hit it a little bit further. And he didn't do that. That was infuriating. And then JT figured that he was just going to ground out, and he did. He did. But yeah, that was bad. That was not good. But they did enough, and they got the win. I thought that the defense did good today. Thought I saw some good things on the defensive side, but that stuff on the offensive side, you just can't have. And we've gone through this time and time again, where they just tense up with runners in scoring position, and they could have chances with nobody out. They could leave bases loaded, and yet it just leaves you, regardless of how great Ranger is or how great the starting pitching is, it just leaves you infuriated because we saw what happened against the Houston Astros. The starting pitching was awesome, but yet your offense gave you nothing. So, good pitching gets you far, but you got to score runs. You just have to. And that's why I'm starting to kind of see now that's the case. It's not like in football, right? The defense can get you a pick six, or they could have a fumble return for a touchdown, or whatever it is. Or put you in field goal position. Baseball, it's different. You can't do that. You just can't. You got to put up runs. You have to put up some type of runs. So, it's really my takeaways today. I didn't think that Rob managed a good game today. Thought that I personally, and this is just me, I would have went to Strom. I wouldn't have went to Strom today, period. And I'm not saying that he's the better choice here. I actually would have had Orion go 2 innings tonight, and I didn't think that he was going to do it. But even if he's not going to go 2 innings tonight, you gotta pitch. Either you have to choose your poison between Joe Ross or Jordan Romano for one. And then Orion, I thought, should have pitched the 9th. But regardless, it worked out. And that's all that really does matter. You're going to get Bryce Harper back supposedly tomorrow. That's nice. Maybe that'll also provide a little boost for the team. We'll see. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but what do I know? That would be really good if he could provide a spark. What are your thoughts on this game? I'm a little bit all over the map. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm just satisfied that they got the win, and it didn't really move the needle for me. It just didn't do that. But they did win on the road. They won 2 out of 3 in Atlanta. Not easy, but I wish that they could have done more, but what say you? How do you feel about this game? You guys think that Rob managed a good game today? You think that Ranger Suarez, with how he's been pitching lately, do you think he deserves to be an all-star? I think it should be in the conversation. I do. All right, let me know what your thoughts are. 610-314-0844 is how you call on into the show. We'll read some text messages, but if you guys want to call in, you can. We actually do have a voicemail message that I do want to play. I'm pretty sure it is a voicemail message. We'll see right now. Where is it? Voice. Where is it? Text message. Okay. A little bit chilly, but we got it done, says our man Scott over on the text line. It's true. We did. We got the job done. We did just enough. We did the bare minimum, and that was just to win ugly. I would have liked it if they would have put up more runs today, and if they would have showed more fight. But then another part of me would have said, well, they did that today, and we all know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, I don't know. All right, we have our first phone caller. What's going on? You are on Play-by-Play with JJ. How are you, my friend?
Good, JJ. This is John from Richmond, Virginia. Hey.
You were right, John. You were right, John.
I'll take it as opposed to what happened yesterday, so...
You were right. You had the faith, and you were right. And I got to give you credit where credit is due. I gotta.
Yes, I love it.
Yep.
Okay.
Me too. How I have to ask you really quickly. Oh, well, he hung up. That's okay. It's okay. If he wants to come back on, he can. I'll ask him my question. I just wanted to ask him how he thought about how Ranger Suarez did, or what was his favorite part about Ranger today. That's all I was going to ask. Good going, guys. The Braves bats are colder than a polar bear on toenails. Hey, our bats are really cold, too. I know that we put up 13 runs in the first game against you guys, but our bats have been so inconsistent this year. PJ gifted a membership, and Cool J got one. Thanks so much, PJ. Appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. I didn't see that it was a gifted membership. I apologize. Hey, PJ, appreciate the gift. That was really nice. Shout out to PJ in the chat. All right, I think John's back on. John, you here?
It's me again. Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
No worries, no worries. I just wanted to ask you, what was your favorite part about Ranger today?
I thought he did a great job. I don't know. I felt confident.
Yeah, I did too.
What do you think?
I thought that he was attacking the zone. He looked like he was just in his groove. The cutter looked good. The fastball looked really good. And the off-speed stuff, I mean, that curveball, when it's on, it's almost untouchable. It really is.
Yeah.
So I thought he was great. And, I brought up the question in chat. Is Ranger Suarez, do you think that you can make a case for him to be an all-star?
I think we can. Close to it.
I do too. All right, John, thanks so much for calling on in. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
You got it, bud.
All right, have a good one. Shout out to John. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in. Pitching duel, Ranger owns the Braves. He's just good. And then now we're at the point, guys. And again, go subscribe to Dixon Way, please. We're at the point where we really do need to decide what's going to happen at the deadline. Are we going to try to shop Nola? Are we still going to try to shop Ranger? I think that the asking price, if you were to trade Ranger, you're going to have to get a haul back for him. You're going to have to get a haul back. So because I feel like that the asking price now is high because now his stock is really, really up. So some people would say don't get rid of him, but if you do, is what I'm saying, it has to be for a high price. We're at the point now where I think that we could go after a Mike Trout or something, or like a Brent Rooker, or just, I'm not saying Mike Trout specifically. I'm saying like a star type of a player, like an all-star level center fielder or something along those lines. And I feel like that's what you're going to have to do if you give Ranger up. I don't see them giving Ranger up, but I'm just saying that you can do it for a very high trade package. If the value is high, I might pull the trigger because there's no way that the Phillies are going to extend the guy, at least from what I've seen. But, or at least in my opinion, I should say. And with what I've seen out there. Oh, what else do we have? In and out of the strike zone, he had us off balance the entire game. He was so comfortable. He was smiling after every batter. Dude, he's just... I love his competitiveness. He just deserves to be in the pinstripes. He's so good. What a coincidence we both have J in our names. So true. I hope he doesn't go after he came back last year from it. He wasn't the same guy. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping we would lose to y'all. Good job. No, you weren't. You're such a liar. The starters gave up like 3 to 4 runs this road trip. Isn't that crazy? Like, your starting pitching did that for you and your offense. I would have loved to see everything besides the outlier. I think that the offense averaged maybe 1 run. 1 run. Besides the game where they exploded. That's it. Crazy. Braves are trash. Enjoy your division title. I don't even know if it's going to be our division title. And guess what? I'm not counting the Braves out. I can't do that. I can't write you guys off. I just can't do that. I can't count anybody out. I can't count the Mets out. I can't count you guys out. You guys still have the right pieces. But this isn't a Braves praise cast or anything like that. But I'm just saying that I still don't think that you're out of it. I think that the season's far from over. Dr. DeLay, what's going on, my friend? Dr. DeLay says, let's go Bucks. Guys, go subscribe to Dr. DeLay. He is awesome. He does like a classic radio play-by-play kind of like us. He's really, really good. I enjoy him. I enjoy listening to him. We have another phone call coming on in from Clyde Park, Montana. What is going on? You are on Play-by-Play with JJ for the postgame show.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, talk to me about this win, my friend. How are you?
I'm happy. Yay! Yeah, they won. I'm so happy they did it.
Can we talk about Ranger Suarez?
Yeah, Ranger Suarez was so good that he deserves it.
He was.
He deserves it. He deserves it everywhere. He deserves it from left, right, everything.
He got run support, too. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was just enough.
No, it was a little bit.
It was a little bit.
It was like maybe like one, maybe like two, and then
yep.
And then the Phillies kind of went down to two, and let the Braves catch up a little bit, and then the Phillies like, no, we're gonna put an end to this.
That's true. That's so true. Oh man, how excited are you to get Bryce Harper back?
I'm so excited. They need it. If Bryce Harper was injured, I don't know if they're going to win more games.
Yeah, I think that the bank is going to be rocking.
Now they're coming home tomorrow against the Padres.
Yep.
It's going to be a tough game.
Hey, the bank is going to be rocking though, especially with Bryce coming back. It's going to be insane.
I'm actually going to the game. I'm going to the game.
You're going to the game?
Yeah.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Nope. I'm actually going.
Dude, you gotta call in after the game. You gotta call in after the game.
I'm going to.
Let's go. That's so sick, dude. Have a great time. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I was like, you know what? Maybe I might get a play with JJ little surprise.
Yes.
Saying I'm going to the game.
No, you gotta call in after the game. You know, like that's definitely the vibe, my friend. That's so cool.
What do you think the Braves have the score will be tomorrow for the Phillies?
See, I don't know who's pitching tomorrow. See, now I have to look at the schedule real quickly. I have to see who's pitching for San Diego because if it's Dylan Cease, I'm gonna say not too many runs. They don't have a starting pitcher tomorrow. Okay, so Wheeler's pitching. I'm gonna say that the Phillies win, and they put up 4 runs.
Yeah, I hate Wheeler.
Yeah. Wait, whoa. You hate Wheeler.
Yeah, he's not good.
What are you talking about, my friend? Zach Wheeler's been great this year for the Phillies.
Ranger Suarez, Keegan Walker, and Aaron Nola are my top 3 pitchers.
You're not a Zach Wheeler guy. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I can't believe the Yankees are beating the Athletics 12-5 right now.
I know, that's crazy. And then did you see that the Mets got blown out?
Wait, they got blown out?
Yeah. They got absolutely murdered by the Pirates, and they got swept.
What was the score?
I'm looking it up right now. It was I think I think it was 12-1. 12-1. 12-1.
12-1? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
Damn, they got demolished.
It's crazy stuff.
The
All right,
Mets, let me get this straight.
yeah, go for
The
it.
Mets lose to the Phillies, and then they lose to the Pirates.
They lost to the Braves. Well, they lost to the Braves first. Then they lose to the Phillies. And then I think that they split with Atlanta. And then they just got swept by the Pirates.
That doesn't make sense. It's overrated.
It's crazy. Absolutely wild.
So, yeah, can we get a shout-out? Let's get a shout-out.
Yes. What is your name again? I'm so sorry.
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, you're the man. I really appreciate you for always calling on in. Shout out to you. Have a fun time tomorrow. Call on in after the game, especially if they win. I want to hear those high vibes, my friend. I gotta.
Yeah. I got you.
Let's go, Alex. Go
I got
Phillies.
you. Yeah.
Have a good one, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Shout out to Alex, man. You know, I'm gonna get better with the names. That's the one thing that I'm a little bit weak at, and I do feel really bad about that. I will find a way to save my contact names on here. I gotta do that, and you would think I would know it by now, but that's something that we're gonna work on, and we're gonna do a better job at that. Alex, thank you so much for calling on in. John, thank you so much for calling on in. Again, if you guys want to call on into the show anytime, 610-314-0844. That's the phone number. Dr. DeLay, thanks for beating the Mets. Dude, you guys are awesome. Shout out to Dr. DeLay. Shout out to PJ. Shout out to all of you. More text messages. Anybody? Thanks for getting rid of that bot in the chat. Otto's hit was so needed. It won us the game. Yeah, that hit did win the Phillies the game. I can't believe that was enough. And I'm again, like I'm not like sounding the alarms, if you will, for like the win, or I'm not. I like to say jumping for joy. I'm not doing that, but it was enough, and you did the bare minimum. You got the win, and that's all right. Go take another series against the Padres. Just keep winning the series. That's it. That's the bare minimum. Just get these W's and rack them on up. Phillies set the series down with the Braves. Yeah. I'm not too high. I'm not too low. How old is this kid? Wheeler stinks. It's okay. Everybody has their own opinions, you know. I'll be honest with you. Like when I was young, I'll be completely real with you. Okay, I was not a fan at first. At first, I was not a fan of Roy Oswalt for some reason. I don't know why. But I was a kid, you know, and it was just maybe like the style that he pitched. Jamie Moyer was another one of those guys. It was just like the style of like how he pitched. Even though he was really good, and looking back on it, I'm like, why did I not like this guy when I was really young? I had that, you know? But I guess that's a little bit different, like when you say Zach Wheeler compared to, like, Jamie Moyer, because Zach Wheeler is just so dominant out there. But maybe it's, I don't know. I'm trying to defend for the kid. I don't know if I did good for Alex, but I got to stick up for my guy because he's one of us. And I just remember as a kid, you know, there were some people that I didn't like that were really good. But if you were to tell, I really liked Cole Hamels. I liked Brett Myers. I liked Joe Blanton. I liked Chad Durbin. I was also a J.C. Romero type of a guy. I was a big J.C. Romero guy. But yeah, Clay Condrey, I was not as big of a fan of. But yeah. Now we're going back to older Phillies from my childhood. Dr. DeLay says, we are not awesome, bro. We just got lucky. Well, you guys definitely helped us out. And you put up 12 runs today. I can't believe that. 16 runs. You guys, you guys were 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position. And I'll have to go back and watch the highlights. I saw that Pham hit 2 homers, right? Oh no, that was his second homer. Reynolds homered. Yeah. Good stuff. And Cruz homered twice. O'Neal Cruz. That's who homered twice. Go subscribe to Dr. Delay. He's really good. JX says yes. All right. Yeah, just text me, Scott. You don't have to put that on here. Just text me that stuff. You're good. We got a voicemail message from our man Cool J. Cool JX. Yeah, I think he has to be called Cool J.
Yo, JJ, this is Cool J speaking. Good win for the Phillies. A win's a win, even though it's a little bit ugly. But glad they got the win. Got to win the series against the Braves. I mean, I knew they were going to do it, but I'm glad that, they got to get the win. Secondly, it doesn't get any easier from here. You do go against the Padres, they're not really doing so good. But I think we can definitely get the win from there. You have the Reds, the Angels, and the Red Sox, and the Yankees. So you got to start getting some wins in and start getting some runs in. But I still believe that, they can definitely get it done, hopefully. So, and I'm glad the Mets lost, got blown out for the Pirates. They've been on us saying, the Phillies got swept by the Pirates. Well, you got swept by the Pirates too. So I don't want to hear you guys talking. You got way worse than we did. So yeah, great win. Keep it up tomorrow. See if we can get another win streak going. So that's all I got for you, JJ. Have a good one, man. Peace.
I appreciate the call, and I really do. That was awesome. And yeah, I mean, I put a little smile on my face because, the Mets fans, they always talk trash about the Phillies and vice versa. But, the whole thing was when we played against them, oh, you guys got swept by the Pirates? How could you get swept by them? And guess what ended up happening? Come pop a squat. Come sit at the same table, baby. Oh, you laughed at us for getting swept in Pittsburgh, by the way? I don't even know if they even went up against Paul Skeens. I don't even know if they went up against Paul Skeens. They got outclassed against the Pirates. At least we kept it competitive. This team scored 30 runs against you in this series. And you only had 4 runs to show for it. Just 4. Just 4. Paul Skeens did not even pitch. Paul Skeens did not even pitch. How? How does that happen? Anyhow, I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. P.S. If you're tuning on in, we still love you, man. We appreciate you. But yeah, that's crazy. Imagine you getting outscored 30-4 in a series against the Pittsburgh Pirates out of all teams. But yeah, going back to everything else that you said. I don't know if it was a good win, but you did enough. Your pitching was solid today. Like maybe I'm overlooking how good this pitching is. I just feel like that I was talking about this conversation last week about how the Phillies pitching staff has been awesome, and I don't think we're giving them enough love. But now I see why. And the reason why is because you got to put up runs. They need run support. And it's just not as eye-popping. It really isn't. So, but, yeah, hopefully we get this Padres team tomorrow. The Padres have been slumping too. They're coming on into the Citizens Bank Park, and we better give it to them. Zach Wheeler's going to be out there tomorrow night. I expect him to do really good things, and I want him to, show Fernando Tatis Jr. how it's done. I want him to own that matchup. I want Jackson Merrill to understand what it's like to play at the bank in a playoff type of an atmosphere. That's something that he's never really experienced before. Gavin Sheets, the same thing. And then Manny Machado's coming back in, and we're going to hear a lot of boos, especially because of that. And then Bryce Harper's coming back. Like, the storylines are going to be awesome. The bank is going to be rocking and rolling and cruising, and it's going to be great. And I'm looking forward to that. I'll read some more text messages. Cruz at 2 homers. Yes. Sorry if I repeat myself. I do everything off script, says Cool J. No, that's great. I love it. Don't worry about repeating yourself. I repeat myself all the time, and I talk on here for 3.5 hours, so I'm naturally just going to repeat myself. I probably said that at least one thing that was the same throughout every single post-game show. You know what? I'm okay with it. JJ, you're too repetitive. You know what I learned in radio? I learned in radio that if you don't repeat something, you're not doing your job. Give time and score. Even if it's on the screen or if it's being shown, you got to give time and score. Because there's people that are blind that are listening to you, and it's always important to repeat that type of a thing. That's just a fundamental that they get into your head. There's people that might be vacuuming. I don't know. Like mom and dad might be over, and you might just be watching the game and talking along with them. Oh, JJ, what's the score? It's 2-1 Phillies. It's okay to be repetitive. You know? Especially with opinions. Like, that's totally fine. What else do we have? Where is PAS? He was broadcasting, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's right. Like I always say, I got to respect the grind. I respect you. I respect everybody that's on here that's still tuning on into these shows. We still got 58 people on here. Do you guys know how awesome that is? The first time that we did this, I mean, we could only keep like maybe 3 people on here. Now we're keeping 58 people on here. That's awesome. It's really, really cool just to see the growth, just to see the journey and all the hours, the endless hours that we're putting on into this. And to be fair, didn't even think that this was even one of my best days. It was very calm. It was very cool. I wasn't really as talkative. I have my own styles. I feel like you never know like what I'm going to bring every day. You might get talkative, JJ, with a lot of energy and a lot of passion. And then you might get this. There's a lot of things that come about it. And now I'm just rambling and I'm going on and on. Let's get back on topic. Denver says agreed. I guess that you're saying agreed about the starting pitching. That's what I would assume. Yeah, the starting pitching has been awesome. Also, the recap, how did we get here? That's another thing, too, right? The recap about how did we get here. I always have to make sure that I repeat that. Because, again, you might have 100 people tuning on in during the 5th inning. There might be 125 people tuning on in during the 6th inning. So guess what? 125 minus 100. I mean, I love math. But that's 25 more people. It's 25 more people. This is just like a radio post-game call-in show. That's exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted to set this up so that way we could have, like an opening monologue and then just open it up to the public, because I think that that's like what's so cool about this. It's sort of like sports talk radio. It gets more viewers on here. It gets more people active, and now we're going to have people calling on in after the game coming from the bank, and that's exactly what I want. I want that engagement. And especially when we're in a rough stretch, it's even nicer when we have engagement that way. But, it is what it is. Cool, calm, relaxed. That's how I like the post-game show. Yep. But you can't deny you love the high energy, too. I mean, like when the Phillies put up 10 runs and they win by a score of 10-8, you love, like, just that, yes! Yes! That passion. It's cool, too. And then you gotta respect, like, when things aren't going so well, you need a voice of reason. Ew! Respect it all. All right, that's it. That's it for me. Phillies win, again, by a final score of 2-1. And they'll be back tomorrow night at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time, taking on the Padres. We still don't know who's going to start for San Diego, but we'll see. I'm sure as the hours wane towards first pitch tomorrow. Love you all, Lila Tove. Have yourselves a very good night. Again, we will not be on for Sunday Night Baseball. I have something else that I have to take care of. But I will see you all tomorrow. And, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the game. Go Phillies. And see you all on the next one. Take care.